still of night, on wings of hope take flight inside of me. There, upon some distant shore, we want for nothing more than what will be. And you and I, here we are. I wonder as we've come this far, if I could only read your mind, tell me the answer I will find. Do you dream of me? And when you're smiling in your sleep, beyond the promises we keep, do you dream of me? Love has found a magic space, a deep and hidden place where time stands still. Now I hold you in my arms. You know you hold my heart and always will. And you and I, here we are. And it's a wonder that we've come this far. And after all that we've been through, you've leaned on me, I've leaned on you. Do you dream of me? And when you're smiling in your sleep, beyond the promises we keep, do you dream of me? Do you dream of me like I dream of you? I long to wake up, baby, by your side. Together we will be, and we will see our love will grow stronger together, together. If I could only read your mind, tell me the answer I would find. Do you dream of me? And when you're smiling in your sleep, beyond the promises we keep, do you dream of me? Do you dream of me?
We welcome to the show lead singer of the Drifters, Michael Williams. How you doing?
I'm not too bad, thank you very much, sir.
What's it like becoming a drifter?
Well, all I can say is all my dreams have come true. I've been a drifter now for 6 years, but, I still remember the first day when I was approached by Tina Treadwell, who's the daughter of George and Fade. They put the group together back in 1953. And she approached me and asked me if I wanted to be an understudy with the Drifters after seeing one of my solo shows that I had back in the States. And, I thought she was pulling my leg. I didn't know who she was at first. And, we finally chatted for about an hour. And, I agreed to be an understudy and had further auditions and finally got my chance about 6 years ago.
That must have been amazing.
It was absolutely amazing. I mean, my parents were big Drifters fans when I was a kid. And, just to be a part of this legendary lineup is something fantastic.
Where did they see you perform then?
Well, I was in a nightclub in New York. I've always had my own solo show. I had my own band doing a lot of covers like Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, and some Drifter songs as well. And little did I know Tina Treadwell was at this nightclub. And like I said, she approached me after the gig, and we always have understudies. We have understudies now that rehearse with the Drifters just in case. We've had over 65 members in just under 60 years, so it tells its own story. So we've always had understudies. It's something that George Treadwell started back in 1953 because Clyde McFadden put the group together. And he was only there for less than 2 years, and he was drafted by the military, and a lot of the Drifters were at that time. So George decided upon making the Drifters name a brand name, so players will always come and go. And that's how it's always been since 1953 up to this point.
Just on singers, who would you say are your favorite soul singers?
Oh, man, my favorite soul singers would have to be guys like Marvin Gaye, Sam Cooke, Stevie Wonder. I'm very old school. I love a lot of those guys, Temptations, Four Tops, and the Drifters. I mean, Johnny Moore had a fantastic soulful voice. And, so I emulate a lot of those guys and getting into the 80s, we're talking about guys like Michael Jackson were a big influence on me when I was a kid. And, so a lot of guys, a lot of groups and, especially a lot of the Motown acts, really love that stuff. I grew up on that.
Yeah, you can't beat it, can you?
You can't beat it. I have to thank my parents for playing a lot of those records when I was a kid, because I would never have gotten to know such great vocalists like, Sam Cooke and Otis Redding. They used to listen to a lot of that stuff as well. So, quite a wide range of guys, but, I take my influences from a lot of them.
Yeah, I have to thank my parents as well. That's why I do a show now.
Yeah, all right, okay. Well, who's your favorite singer?
Oh, it's very hard.
Two minutes to mention, huh?
I would say my favorite soul singer is Otis Redding.
Oh, man, can't go wrong with a bit of Otis Redding, man. You can't go wrong with that. Just a shame he died so young, but, great talent.
It's amazing he recorded so many songs that he did,
Yeah, it's an amazing story. 27 years old when he died, but there you go.
If you had to choose one Drifters song to perform, what would it be? I know there's been many great hits.
Oh, man. The best Drifters song. I wouldn't necessarily say it was the best song, but the song that always gives me a great thrill when I go out and perform that song is You're More Than a Number in My Little Red Book. And the reason why I say that is because that is the song that always reminds me of when I was a kid, listening to that song and dancing and singing along with it. I remember that song in particular, my parents playing when I was a kid, and it always brings back those memories. And, whenever I think of those memories and I, look at where I am now, who would have thought that, this little kid back in the States singing along with You're More Than a Number in My Little Red Book would one day be a part of this lineup. So I think that is the song that kind of, makes me feel good and gives me those memories. So I'd probably pick that one.
That's the great thing about music, though, isn't it, really? I mean, it always takes you back.
It does, and I think that's what a lot of the Drifters songs do to a lot of our fans. I mean, they keep coming year after year, and, it evokes those great memories of, childhood, and, those great songwriters, Leiber and Stoller and Roger Cook and Roger Greenaway captured the sound of young America in particular, Leiber and Stoller. And it always brings back those memories, and they never get tired and never get old. There's still this freshness about those songs, and it brings back a lot of memories for those guys.
Yeah, and I think soul in general, it will never die. I mean, it's just such great music.
It is. And, I listen to a lot of stuff out there now, and, you can't beat, good old-fashioned soul music, when I listen to, I am in my mid-30s, and I'm still talking about guys like Otis Redding and Sam Cooke and all these guys who were around before I was born, but it's through my parents that I've gotten to know all those guys and those great songs, and, you sing along with songs like Up on the Roof on Broadway. These songs are 40 years old, over 40 years old, and still have, that lasting feel about them. So there's something very special about soul music and particularly that era.
Yeah, and they'll always get played, definitely.
Definitely, especially with guys like you around.
Yeah. Your tour in England this year is very big. I bet you're looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, we always look forward to touring in England. You know, we did a big tour here last year, and it's always been a fantastic pleasure coming here. It's been like our second home, and you know, we got to go home at the end of the year, only for a little while. You know, we were able to spend Christmas with our families, but we were back here for New Year's Eve, and we did a gig up in Newcastle, and so we'll be here for a week now, just like a training school where we get all the songs that we want to put into our shows. We get all the choreography sorted out, and then I think we get another week. We get to go home again and come back. So it's good preparation for a long, hard tour.
So where was the gig in Newcastle? Was it in a club or a pub?
It was at the Sage Theater. Fantastic venue. It's the second time I've played there. And, you know, the crowd were absolutely fantastic. It was a great vibe and a great night.
Yeah, they're good, the Geordies. You didn't pick up any of the lingo there, did you?
No, I didn't. I couldn't understand half of it, but but I'm getting there. You know, next time I get back there, I'm gonna try my best to get a grip of that accent.
You have a greatest hits album out at the moment. How's it going? And is it all the greatest hits plus a few new songs?
That's right. I mean, we've sat together with our management team and with Sony Music, and we came up with this idea of getting a lot of the great songs together, and some songs that maybe Drifters fans have forgotten about, songs like I Count the Tears and, you know, songs like that, and we came up with a lot of those songs and put them on the album, and we've got 2 new songs that the fellas and I went into the studio and recorded, and those songs got on the album as well, so we're very proud of it, and you know, went gold. So so it was a great thrill for the fellas and I, and you know, that was released March the 22nd, and did quite well. So we're very proud of it. But the 2 new songs, the bonus tracks at the end, are the fellas and I.
I suppose you sing them on the tour as well, don't you?
We sing those songs on the tour as well. We always introduce new songs, you know, on the tours. You know, we like to get a reaction from the crowd when we put something new into our set, and you know, and get a real vibe for what we're doing. And the best way to do that is to always do it live and see what kind of response you get. So and we've always had a good response, and we had a good response in particular to those 2 songs. Do You Dream of Me was one of the songs that was given to us by a couple of American songwriters, and Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, which is a U2 track. Yeah, and we slowed it down and gave it a real gospel feel, and got a lot of the harmonies ringing out, and you know, we're very proud of it, and you know, it was a success. So can't be too down about that. That was fantastic.
There's nothing like live music, is there?
Oh no, I could live without it. You know, wherever I am when I get back to the States, wherever I'm here, you know, I like to check out a live show. You know, obviously when we're not performing, I like to find out wherever there's live music. You know, especially if it's soul music. You know, I'm there. You know, I love live music, always have, and always will. It's just a real vibe that I can't explain. It keeps me alive when I see live music and hear live music. It's fantastic.
And you're also going to be performing in Tunbridge Wells, aren't you?
We are. I don't think I've ever played there with the Drifters. I can't remember if I've ever done Tunbridge Wells with the Drifters, so I don't even know where it is. Say that again?
I think you're at the theatre in Tunbridge Wells, aren't you?
Ah, okay.
I think so.
I think we are.
I'll check that out.
I think we are. I can't remember actually playing there before with the Drifters, but you know, looking forward to the gig anyway. You know, it's always been a pleasure coming here, like I said, and you know, there's always a good crowd wherever we go. So you know, there's Drifters fans everywhere, which I'm so excited about.
Yeah, and I'll be there. So.
And you'll be there. Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely. So we got to meet up before or after the show, and you know, we can meet up there and talk a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, that'll be fantastic.
Talk about soul.
Yeah, talk about soul music. Ain't nothing like it.
Well, thanks a lot for coming on the show, Michael. It's been great.
No problem at all, sir.
And
no problem at all.
Good luck with the tour.
Thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you at the gig.
Great. All right then. See you later.
All right. Take care. Thank you.